What's up, guys? It's Chris.
Warning, before attempting any plumbing repairs, make sure you shut off the main water to your home. What's up, guys? It's Chris with Plumbing Explained. Welcome back to another video, and if you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button right now before we kick this video off. Today we're going to be switching out the filters on a 5-stage iSpring RO filter system. And of course, guys, you've hopefully already got the water off to the house, because I don't even like to mess with these little valves normally. Just get the water off to the house, guys. This is a really quick process. All you need is the right tools. Okay, guys, you see that wrench right there? That's called an oil filter wrench. I use Milwaukee. You can get one, an off-brand, whatever. That's gonna be probably the best tool you are gonna find to take these filters off. I think it's even better than the tool that comes with the filters normally. If you've still got that, you can use that though. It's a little plastic thing, looks like a fish net without the net. It should be noted that I did this entire video while holding the phone in one hand and completing the entire job with the other hand. So when you pull down the filter, make sure that you're putting the same exact filter in the one that you removed. Mark it if you have to. Do whatever you got to do. I kept a 5-gallon bucket nearby so I could pour all the water out of the filter before I placed the new filter in. That's just something that you should probably do. I guess you could dump it down the sink if you wanted to also, but 5-gallon bucket, it's right there, it's handy, whatever, and it also, you can carry away the old filters with it. Now, I did a little bit of research on this particular unit, and it's actually a really good unit. It actually filters out the chloramine, and that's what I'd be really worried about with my kids. I feel like if you have kids, it's really important, especially if they're going to be drinking the tap water, that you have a filtration system set in place. One definitely that filters out the chloramine, and if it doesn't, you need to get a reverse osmosis system. If you can't afford a reverse osmosis system, there's inline filters that specifically will filter out the chloramine. That's something that I'd be concerned about, guys. So as you can see, these canisters come apart pretty much effortlessly. I didn't even have to put a hand on top of the unit to support it. I would suggest that you do so, though. Just to make sure that you don't twist anything. Of course, I was being very cautious, and I've got a lot of experience, so I know that I would stop before I damaged anything. So yeah, I would make sure that when you're unscrewing these, you maybe put one hand up there to brace the unit while you unscrew the canister. And again, you're going to want to make sure that you're replacing each filter with the same exact filter. You should have bought the package from Amazon. It should be like a 3-part filter. I don't think they sell the inlines. I'm not sure. We didn't replace the inlines here, so we just replaced the 3 canister filters there. And I know they came in a package from Amazon. I'll do my best to put a picture up if I can find one. And yeah, it was just super easy to switch these things out, guys. Yep, there I go, single-handed again. And that's another thing, it is kind of heavy, so be prepared, especially when it's filled with water. Like when you first pull the canister down, be prepared, because it is going to be a little bit heavy. That's why I have that bucket below. If it drops, it doesn't pour a bunch of water out. You might be smart to put some towels down or something like that to catch the water. Just be prepared for that. It is going to be a little bit heavy. Once you've got everything screwed together nice and tight, and you've double checked with your wrench or your tool, whatever it is you used to remove these things, and then tighten them back together. Give them one more once over with the wrench. Like I said, just be sure they're as tight as they can be. And then you're going to want to go ahead and fire the water back off. I always like to run, like 4 or 5 gallons through this thing. I don't know if that's typical. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do. I don't know if that's too little or too much. That's what I do. I don't have any testing equipment for this kind of stuff. I don't specialize in this kind of stuff. I do it because I've installed many of these systems, and I've, changed the filters on many of these systems. So I'm, good at doing that. And certain brands I'm more educated on. This one seems to be a really good brand. Filters out 99.9% of impurities. It is kind of bulky, takes up a lot of room under the space under the sink there, so that is a negative. But you do get really good clean water for your family, and I think that's a must if you have kids. I think it's a very, very important to have a filter like this in your home if you have kids. And I would recommend a whole house filter, but this is a great alternative. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I was able to help. Make sure on your way out that you subscribe, ring that bell for more content, and I'll see you next time.